Hi, I'm just logging in to give you 3 quick tips for dealing with sound sensitivities in your dogs. So that might be lots of dogs are firework phobic, or maybe they bolt when they hear a sudden loud bang when they're outside or even in the house. Maybe something gets dropped or you shut a cupboard door loudly and your dog suddenly becomes really anxious. So my top tip really for any dog is for them to have a safe space at home or anywhere that you go to, if you can transport that, is to have a safe space that they can go to where they already feel calm and secure. So if your dog doesn't already have a safe space, then try to create one. So if your dog chooses somewhere, great, try and go with that if you can. Whereas if they pick somewhere that's just not appropriate for some reason, or they don't have one, maybe they do a lot of pacing and they can't seem to settle in any one area, then think about the types of things that your dog does like. Do they like to be kind of all warm and snuggled? Do they like to be near people, far away? And try to create somewhere that you think your dog would like and encourage them to use that space when things are nice and calm and quiet. And then you can also then use that in times when they are anxious. The second one is really a bit of a myth busting. So it's really common advice not to give your dog any attention if they seem upset and they're sort of seeking reassurance, that somehow that is going to reinforce their fear. But actually, what we know is providing reassurance is likely actually to provide comfort to your dog and be really helpful. So if your dog seeks reassurance, please, by all means, offer it. So it needs to be very much tailored to the dog. So if your dog doesn't like being overly fussed over, then bear that in mind. They're probably not going to want loads and loads of attention, but it might just be looking at your dog and sort of smiling, or just checking in with them, connecting with them in some way, speaking to them, letting them come and sit next to you, but not touching them, or full-on cuddles if your dog loves all of that stuff. The other thing is to try to stick to a predictable routine that you've already set up, so to minimise other changes that are going on in your dog's environment. That might not always be possible, so actually you might need to alter your routine a little bit. So for example, if you normally walk your dog in the evening when fireworks are likely to happen, then actually we don't want to be walking them in the evening because we don't want them to be exposed to fireworks in that way. But try to stick to a normal routine within your changed routine. So that might be that you walk on familiar routes. You're trying to keep everything else that is happening during their day as predictable and routined as possible. So those are my 3 top tips: is safe space and encouraging its use, providing reassurance if your dog likes it, so to whatever level that is, and creating a predictable routine, even if it's predictable within a kind of unpredictable element. So if you'd like more practical tips like this, either the short-term things to help get your dog through fireworks periods or something that's happening in the present, but also looking at the long-term, what we might look at to train your dog to help them to feel more comfortable and less sensitive with sounds in general, then check out the deep dive webinar, which is in the comments, to give you some more great tips. I look forward to seeing you over there.